Mega dittos to everybody. Ditto, mega ditto. What is that all about? You notice that a lot of radio shows have like little slogans now that they say to each other. We don't have a slogan, do we? Thank God. We're never getting them either.
We just let people say whatever they want to say. If they repeat it 5,000 times, that's their business.
Gary was telling me he was listening to WFAN yesterday, the all sports AM station here.
Yeah.
And they got a whole thing going on in the afternoon show there. He listens to them sometimes in the afternoon. What's their whole thing?
Now that I'm stuck in traffic. The whole thing is whenever you call the show, you have to go, hey, how you doing, Gary from Uniondale? Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
And then, of course, they have to go, hey, welcome aboard.
Right.
But now they got this like code thing now. It's even shorter. Just call up, Gary from Uniondale here, long-time, first-time. And then they go, welcome aboard.
Oh, wow.
Long-time, first-time. Everybody call us and say, long time, first time. And I'll go, welcome aboard. And I'll hit a choo-choo train sound. And then Rush Limbaugh, they call up and they go, hey, Rush, mega dittos from Kansas City.
Right.
And he goes, oh, thank you. Mega dittos. Mega dittos to you.
All you ditto heads out there.
Do you have any idea?
Mega fatsos.
Do you have any idea what the whole premise of Ditto Head is?
I think that it's people who think like Rush Limbaugh.
Oh.
So therefore...
Basically what it is people would call up and say, I think you're great.
Yeah, right. So instead of saying that, because Rush has important stuff.
Dittos.
Right. He wants you to say that, but he doesn't have time for it, so just say dittos and everyone will understand. Cool. He is such a fat freak. I can't wait till I start the Howard Stern Network and put someone on against him who will kick his ass. I got just the guy in mind. That's happened. The Howard Stern Radio Network will debut in October.
Is that right?
Yeah. And it's not going to be Kato Kalin.
No?
No.
That's what everybody was thinking.
Well, if he gets
going for this Howard Stern station.
If he gets real good, it might have to be him. He might improve by then. Actually, I should play you these. Speaking of Kato Kalin, out in Los Angeles, he's on the station we're on, and that guy Ponce de Lafone, the phony phone call maker, he's been calling into their show and like harassing him and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does that sound like?
Well, he actually called their show and had my father yelling at them. He's got tapes of my father yelling at me, and he took them and he calls radio shows.
I love it when he does that. He puts together a Ben Stern phone call.
So he did it to them, except that guy Bobby is such a fan of ours that he knows it's my dad, and he just starts giving that girlish giggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cackle.
That
little
cackle.
chortle.
Yeah, he starts... Where is the stupid plug into my computer?
Yeah, we can't hear anything. You're playing sound.
I know. This is some setup.
You can't get your notes.
Look at this. I got nothing. There's plugs here. You don't believe it. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Of course, Fred's nowhere to be found. That's the Bobby girlish laugh. Giggle laugh. So anyway, here's Ponce de Lafone calling into the Cato show as my dad.
Dan from Real Radio 97.1. Dan from Pasadena.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel that the United States should remain
brilliant.
the United Nations, a member of the United Nations?
Oh, that is so great. That's
be stupid, you moron.
Shut up! Sit down! That's Howard.
Sit down! Shut up! Sit down!
Oh, that is so cool. That's Howard's father. Howard Stern's father. That was
he has time to call us.
That's from when Howard was 7 years old, and he was in this recording studio with his dad. And that was his father asking these questions. Do you feel the United Nations should...
Of course, Bobby stepped all over it and talked through it so no one could hear it.
He was so beside himself.
Yeah.
He says the word old funny.
He says a lot of words funny.
Old.
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 It's old. It's old tapes.
This is from when Howard was 7 years old.
Old.
States at Kennedy. It was one of the greatest bits.
Yeah, you know every bit that he's ever done.
Yes, I've been a loyal listener for 11 years.
Your band. Bobby was our song parody winner.
Yeah.
And somehow Walt Sabo got a hold of him and put him on the radio with Cato.
I heard that Cato's, when people call in and say, why don't you take Howard's advice?
Yeah.
He says, Howard's just doing a radio show.
I'm not just doing anything. Cato, don't put words in my mouth. I think you really should go down and testify. This is a wacky jury who is going to be influenced by anything stupid. I mean, they're going to be influenced by Mark Furman tapes.
Well, you don't know that.
Oh, I know it. How come O.J. has no alibi? How come his blood's all over the place? For God's sake.
You don't know that the jury's going to be influenced.
Oh, yes, I do.
You're afraid that might happen.
And they would certainly be influenced by you getting on the stand and talking about the abuse that you saw going on and the fear in Nicole's face instead of going, I could have had courage. I could have had courage. Anyway, Ponce de Leon made another phone call, too, if you want to, since we're in a Ponce de Leon thing. So, Ponce de Leon called Kathleen Sullivan, who works for E.
Yes, she's doing the O.J. coverage.
Yeah, and do we have that tape where he called Kathleen Sullivan? Okay, if you have that, grab it real quick, Fred. As quick as a bunny.
Why are you interrupting Fred's breakfast?
Yeah, sorry,
Making
Fred.
him work.
Yeah. Is Fred doing his ritual?
He was about to, he has a thermos now.
Yeah.
And he was about to pour himself some I imagine that's coffee in the thermos.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over in that corner. Fred's busy with his thermos.
It doesn't matter what you do to Fred, he's still going to be a guy with a metal lunchbox.
Yeah.
And a thermos.
Why are you such a C? Why are you such a C?
A C?
You've never moved that fast in your entire life. I have time to pour coffee, play Chinese checkers, run around the block 6 times, get the carts, while you're sitting there being a C. Just want you to know that.
What'd you do? You got a thermos, Fred?
Right there.
Is that right?
Had a thermos.
He's had one for years, and I think for a while he used to carry water in it.
Oh, is that right, Fred? You should carry water in your thermos?
He was testing it.
I used to be able to spy on him, but now there's an actual wall.
Yeah, Fred built a wall so Jackie can't look at his food.
I have no idea what's going on.
Last week, for the first time in years, I saw Fred eat.
Fred would be completely isolated if you weren't sitting behind him, Robin.
But he's managed to hide most things from me.
Yeah.
I still see the thermos
let's
action.
keep it that way.
Yeah, the thermos you can't hide.
Gee, how controversial.
He's in a bunker.
Yeah. So what Fred did was he took all the tapes from the show and built a wall around him. And he's got this big wall.
Now I could just take him and stick him in her mouth.
Well, see, he's even built up one back here. There's a little ledge here where he hides things, too.
If it weren't for the cameras, it'd be up by there right now.
The greatest part of the show is when Fred needs something from the bottom of that wall.
Yeah.
And then everything falls.
Yeah, that's always good.
But last week I saw him eat a sandwich. I hadn't seen him in years. Yeah.
He brought a sandwich?
He brought a whole sandwich.
Did you do that? Was that a new thing, Fred?
No, sandwiches I've been doing for a while.
Oh.
See? I can't see.
He's like a little rabbit.
There you go.
We have a hamster. My daughter Deborah got a hamster.
Yeah.
And he takes all the food, pushes it into a corner, and puts this dirty sock up by the food so no one can watch him eat.
I do that.
That's
It's
Fred.
like, Fred, I had to get you a dirty sock. She named the hamster Fred.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
After Fred. I told her, I said, because this hamster eats like Fred.
That's a cute kid.
That's a cute kid.
And it's a cute hamster.
Yeah. Looks a little like Fred.
But he does. He's been hiding his food from me for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
Thermos action is hysterical to me. Because, quite frankly, it's really interesting. Fred's thermos has this, little thing on the inside. It has
Can I
the
see it,
cup
Fred?
on the top.
You certainly may.
How does it do that, by the way? How does it keep, it keeps your water cold and then it keeps your coffee hot?
Cold and hot things hot.
Let's see.
Right there.
You
Whoa.
see that little thing that's right up there on the top? First of all,
stopper.
It's hardly a thermos, though.
hardly a thermos.
It's so small.
it's a
It carries
cylinder.
2 cups of coffee, and that's it.
So what he does is he's just like the guy on the construction site.
Yeah.
It has a top. He uses that for his cup.
Oh, that's his cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has that little plug thing, but he doesn't have to take that all the way out. He just has to screw it a certain amount.
Yeah,
and
like
then
I made it, Robin.
He
I
can
made
pour
it.
his coffee.
Oh, so he doesn't have to take the cap completely off.
Oh.
Ooh, Fred.
He will
Keeps
never
the heat in.
lose his
Keeps the
top.
heat in.
Wow. That way, yeah. He has name tags on his pajamas.
There you go.
What else? So what do you carry the thermos in?
Just like one of those stupid food emporium bags.
And, you don't have like
Just
a
a
pail?
regular plastic bag?
You don't have a pail that can go,
No, I
because
don't-
then when you carry
I
the
don't-
sandwich and everything.
I don't have the plaid pail or anything
Oh.
like that, no.
Now, did you give up on the trail mix and the nuts and all that
Robin,
stuff?
you are like decades old on
See,
that.
he's been hiding.
So you don't eat nuts and berries anymore?
No, I don't even eat one nut. No.
What do you eat? What is your
the only
routine?
nut I have is Robin.
What is your routine?
Berries.
But I do see him
Whatever
slurping.
I have, I eat.
I see him slurping yogurt.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat it with a spoon.
What does he do?
He
drink
drinks it.
What's that all about?
It's easier that way.
When do you have the yogurt? Is that first thing in the morning?
No. That's like later on.
Yeah, that'll be a snack around
9:30.
9.
You've never
But I don't
never
have
seen
any
that.
yogurt today.
Never seen that.
I've never even seen the empty container.
Well, I don't get to see anything. I purposely block Fred out. But
Well,
Robin,
I got a show over here.
Robin has a. I don't know how you keep your mind on the show.
I don't know either.
You know, seriously, you between Jackie and Fred and their backs, what's
I
going
have
on?
learned to watch Fred and pay attention to your show.
Wow.
You know,
I could never do that.
You knew she wouldn't even know it. She's
Right.
so trained on him.
I know.
But Fred must be like a survivalist or something because
He has
everybody,
a Swiss Army knife.
everybody on the show needs help with something. I've never seen Fred say, "Does anybody have a spoon?"
Right.
Can somebody go
He has
get
a
my
Swiss Army
yogurt?
knife.
I don't know. He has everything. He never needs anything.
No, he carries
He's
everything in that bag.
self-contained.
You have to be self-reliant.
That's why I want to go through his bag because it's a marvel.
Fascinating.
Next time he goes out of the room, I'm going through that bag.
Go ahead, have a
He's
party.
doing it alone.
Yeah. You're helping me.
That was the thing I caught the other day, that he drinks the yogurt.
Wow. And do you put anything in the yogurt?
No, it's just
And is it plain yogurt?
Plain old yogurt. You wouldn't eat it because it has NutraSweet in
Now,
it.
What-
He's like,
What flavor? Vanilla?
Lemon.
Oh, you see, that's not plain yogurt then.
Right.
Now,
Well, okay.
Howard, now this sucks. Because now that she said that, you know we're going to be trying to
Catch
see him doing it. He's
Yeah.
going to catch us.
No. I'll raise my hand. If anybody wants to watch, you're more
You
than
drink
welcome.
the yogurt?
I
Like you don't
drink the yogurt.
Why? Because I think you know what I think it is with Fred. He doesn't want to carry a spoon.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would carry a spoon, but it's like it got to be a pain in the ass, so I just started drinking.
How do you drink a
Doesn't
yogurt?
the Swiss Army knife have a spoon?
Yeah, but he doesn't
Not
want to
mine.
clean that.
Not mine.
But he wouldn't want to
And not
clean
only
that.
that, you wouldn't want to eat it because then it gets all gunky and it's going to sit in your
Right.
pocket. It's pretty disgusting. Not like that cup that you carry in every day that you never wash.
but you know, the yogurt cup was not made to drink out of it. It has that little.
So how does
First
he-
he has
Cup is a cup.
He has to,
Pull the
that,
foil.
that foil thing, and then it has a little lip on it.
Right.
So it's kind of funny to me because Fred like pours it in.
And does the cup hit his mouth or does it like drip in?
It has nothing to do with it.
He's got it like this.
Like with two hands, and he's like, and he's shaking it into his mouth. What a pleasant way to eat.
You know what I want to know? How many times does Fred have to bring it to his mouth to finish it? Is
How
it
many
one-
trips to the mouth?
Is it one trip?
Two,
No.
possibly
It's 3.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Like the old cigarette.
It's almost like he doesn't like it.
You
No, I
will
love
say,
it.
he'll be in
I
a
enjoy it.
commercial thing or something, and he'll do that, and then he'll push a couple of buttons, and he'll do it again, and then
I wish I
just
could
as
see
the
that.
thing is ending, he goes like that to get the last bits out.
Wow. And he hides behind that little Wally belt.
And this is all going on while you're sitting there. You can't even see it.
Yeah. And you must go nuts because you're probably saying, why doesn't he just take a spoon?
Yeah, I've been sitting here pondering this for about 3 weeks.
And you were afraid to bring it up?
Yeah.
I tell you.
It just never, it's like he's drinking yogurt.
Oh, man, that was...
And I'm sitting there, I wonder if it has fruit.
I'm getting ready to
Right.
add the other 3 letters to that C word. I just want you to know that.
But, Fred, you got to admit,
What?
that's unusual.
Yes, it is.
That you're drinking
I
your
will-
yogurt.
I will-
Why not a spoon?
I will
Is it
cop
too
to
much
that.
of a pain in the
It
ass?
is a pain in the ass.
Is that what's going on?
Yes.
I think I know you well enough that you're just like, I don't want to deal with a spoon.
I don't want to deal with it. Do not want to deal with it.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
And the thing with the coffee, now, when did you start bringing the coffee? Because I never noticed that.
Yeah, when did that happen? Like, I used to send out for coffee. What
Yeah.
happened?
I get a cup brought in, but I have like 2 little cups that I bring in.
Well, wait a second. You have 1 cup brought in,
Yeah.
and the 2 cups you bring in from home.
Right.
And when do you make those cups?
It's on a timer on a coffee maker.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have Allison made a coffee timer, a coffee machine?
No, you gave me a coffee machine. Geez, I don't even
Oh,
know.
you use it?
Yeah.
And
I kick it over, even though if they say that those things blow up in the middle of the night, mine hasn't.
so you use it, and then first thing in the morning,
So
you
when I
get up,
get
you prepare
up,
your thermos.
The thing is already cooked. I have 1 cup. Take my shower. Put the rest of
What
it.
time do you get up?
A quarter of 5.
4:45.
Now I have a question.
When you get a shower and you're able to make your coffee and everything, you get it
Well,
all.
the coffee is already made. I did
Yeah,
it the night
because the timer
before.
does
Oh, the night
takes
before.
that over,
I did
yeah.
it the night before.
Why don't you
Happy
just,
homemaker Fred.
why don't you just get a bigger thermos? That way you won't have to send out for a cup.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
but
point.
it's always nice to have a fresh cup.
That's true.
He's very consumed with coffee. Ever since I know him, he's consumed
Yeah,
with
it's
coffee.
always been-
But I'm also trying to
Cut down?
Cut down on my caffeine.
Well, that's why he's using that little itty-bitty top.
Right.
as a cup.
Exactly.
It's like a thimble full of
Because
coffee.
if I drank as much coffee as I needed to, I'd be through that glass and I was just choking her to death.
Because that's what cracks me up.
And everybody would pin a medal on me, Robin. I hate to
Howard.
say it. Everyone would pin a medal on me.
I see him draining the thimble of coffee and then drowning the yolk.
In the cup. What else does he eat? A sandwich?
That's all I can
What's in the
see.
sandwich, Fred?
Turkey.
Coffee.
Good, but it's on a big
Is it white bread?
roll.
It's on a big roll.
No, just
Yeah.
a roll.
Who makes the sandwich? You?
No.
Your wife?
I order it in.
Oh, you order it?
Yep.
Do they bring that here?
No, they do not.
I see. So
They
that
bring it to
comes
my
from
home, Rob.
Oh, do they bring it as a sandwich?
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
You mean the sandwich isn't delivered? What do you get, like 7 a day? 7 a week?
No.
5
What,
a
do you
week?
order it
Sandwich
at
a day.
night?
Sandwich a day.
You order it at night?
Yeah.
Wait a second. This is unbelievable.
Put it in the refrigerator and take it with me in the
No, it is
morning.
interesting. You're
Fred,
right.
but you order once every day. A guy delivers a sandwich to your apartment.
Well, I order something else as well, but I mean, I usually order a sandwich.
But you order out every night?
I do, yes.
And from the same place.
And the guy delivers
from
it?
various places. Yeah. They
Wow.
But he's
Beauty,
ordering
living
his
in Manhattan.
sandwich for the morning.
Yes.
So every day the guy delivers your sandwich.
He delivers, some type of meal and a sandwich.
Oh, a meal too.
Yeah, so he's getting his dinner, and
I'm
he
getting
makes
my
sure
dinner
he gets
and I
his
get the
breakfast.
sandwich.
Doesn't your wife cook or anything? I mean, she really doesn't do anything. Can't she
She's
make
in
a meal?
play, remember?
Oh,
she gave
right.
up on Fred.
But I mean, she wasn't in a play. You mean so you have your dinner ordered in?
Even when she wasn't in a play, there wasn't a lot of cooking going on.
Oh, really? So this guy delivers dinner.
We don't even need a kitchen, quite honestly.
He delivers dinner and a boy. You did great. What a treat.
Lucky me.
Yeah. Do you treat
Only-
Allison to
only
a sandwich too, or does she have to work for that?
Once in a while.
But what does she do?
Although I really hate it. It's like once in a while she'll get hungry, and if I go to sleep at night, she'll come home from whatever, and she'll eat half my sandwich.
Oh, really? Oh, I would kill her.
She's got balls.
I would cut her neck off.
I was calling her a bitch this morning. She came out and she goes, "Is something wrong?" I go, "No, go back to sleep."
Yeah.
But it's cut in half, and so Fred
Well, I don't cut it, Robin.
downs one half, and
Right.
sometimes I can see the other half sitting up there on his little ledge.
Right.
And then he'll get to it. And I don't even see him eat it.
It just disappears. It goes. He's sneaky with that food.
There you go. You gotta be.
Yeah. Wow.
Here?
I didn't realize the ritual had changed. I thought it was bananas and nuts.
No, it's been
There you
different
go.
for a while.
Yeah.
I just hadn't figured it all out.
Mm.
So how many meals do you consume during the show? What do you do for
I don't
breakfast?
know what you consider a meal.
Do you eat breakfast at home?
No, I do not.
You come in here, what's the first meal of the day? The yogurt?
Actually an apple.
Oh, the apple goes
Oh,
first.
see, I couldn't see the apple.
You don't see that?
No.
Where does he put it that you can't see it?
But you can't. How can he eat it without anybody seeing
There you
it?
go. That's it.
Well, what happens after the
my
apple?
bag.
What time do you eat the apple?
Well, I'm actually late for my apple, but that's okay.
How does he get an apple in? You got to spend a little time with an apple.
Right.
I never see it.
He's like a little rabbit.
You just eat it.
And then, so you have the apple,
I have
and
my
then
apple.
that happens around what, 6:30?
Oh, it depends.
Right.
6:30 is a good time.
And then after the apple, the yogurt occurs?
No, the yogurt only comes in about the 9
Yeah,
o'clock
the
hour.
sandwich is next. I
Oh, the sandwich. What
Yeah.
time is the sandwich?
Oh, anywhere from 7 to 8 o'clock. It may take about a whole hour. I'll take a couple of bites.
You better take a break, Howard. Everything's backing up.
I know. Yeah, I know. Fred's off schedule.
He'll be all out of court.
Fred has to feed. We should attach a feedback to Fred. Apples and yogurts. I got to see him. When you see him eating the yogurt,
Yeah. Well, he
From
said
the
he
cup?
didn't
I have
bring
to
a
bring some
yogurt
for you
today.
Monday.
all right.
I'll bring some in.
I want to see you drink it.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause that
I'll
is the
chug it.
funniest. That is the funniest.
Don't you want to see that?
What are you kidding?
Of course. Yeah, right.
I don't want to
Fantastic.
get caught looking.
I don't really want to see him drink it. I want to see him drink it in 3 gulps.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do my best. I won't disappoint.
That's a lot.
I want to see him shaking the yogurt into his
Yes,
mouth.
that's the best.
Like slamming that cup into his nose, you know. I don't get it.
There's always a little bit left over. I don't go for
Right.
the whole.
No, he can't ever. I can see that there's a dribble there because he's like, and the tongue's going.
Why not get a spoon?
And then he just lets it
Too
go.
much trouble, man.
Right. That's it, and it's over.
Can't
much
get that
trouble.
last
Jackie,
drop.
you've never seen that?
I swear to you.
How could you miss that?
I guess you
I
can't.
can't see him, but you could see something.
Well,
I'm
he's
telling you,
got
there
a
is
whole
a wall.
wall in front of
Look
him
at this
too.
point of view, Gary.
Let me
This-
see.
Jackie's absolutely right.
Come sit here.
Oh, yeah.
There you
can't
go.
see Fred from over there.
There you go.
I
He
barely
did,
know
he
what
walked.
shirt he's wearing.
Fred does a really good job of leaning in to the cart machine so that it looks like he's working with the carts.
But he's eating.
But you don't
And
know
the
what
other
he's...
thing is that he
I do
moves
both.
the chair all the way over
Into the
when
corner?
he's eating.
Yeah. so no one could see.
Yeah.
So it's a bunker.
Like an X on the floor where to put the chair.
It's weird. He leans back and either all his food is missing or he wrote 40,000 questions.
Yeah. No one knows what he's doing back there. All right, good, Fred. All right, good for you.
Thank you very much.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't be embarrassed.
I'm
Don't
not.
be mad at Robin. She
why
loves
are
you.
you calling me names?
Right.
Because you are.
All right,
I don't know why you're surprised.
Let's take a break. We'll be back. I'll play the Ponce de Leon phone calls, and we have so much to get to this morning. We'll do that right after these words. Myrtle Beach, you're on the air.
Long time, first time.
Long time, first time.
You're supposed to
Mega
say,
dittos.
No, you're supposed to say, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Mega dittos.
Actually, it's about my 10th time, so.
Oh, mega dittos.
Mega dittos.
Dittos.
Hey,
Mega dittos. What kind of moron says mega dittos? Who would call
Big fat moron.
Yeah, big fat moron. Mega dittos. You know, if you're going to call up and compliment me, I get so many people complimenting me. Please just say dittos or mega dittos.
And that's what you want to be called, a ditto head.
Yeah, so most morons would listen to the radio and go, hey, I'm not going to call that fat slob and say, mega dittos. They might feel like a jerk. No, but to say you hear hi, Rush, mega dittos. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No need to bother with a big ass-kissing session.
Hey, what's on
Mega Fritos. Listen to this. Someone should call them up and go, Mega Fritos, Rush. Well, what do you mean, Mega Fritos?
And bacon and biscuits and jelly.
Mega biscuits and bacon and jelly. What a dick that guy is.
Steak and potatoes, Rush.
I can't wait to start the Howard Stern Radio Network and kick his ass. Since I can't be on 24 hours a day, I'll put people on who I think are that good to beat his ass in the ratings. Anyway, go ahead, Mega Fritos.
Hey, what's on Fred's food schedule for the 8 o'clock hour?
Fred, what will you be eating in the 8 o'clock hour?
I just finished one apple and possibly starting another one in about 10 minutes.
See, I can't see him eat the apple. Did you see an apple?
I was even doing
Wow.
David Brenner. So.
Very nice. He was eating during David Brenner. Thank you, Fred.
Amazing.
Help my impression.
Good question. Thank you.
Hey, Fred?
Yeah?
Have you gotten the latest Martian newsletter?
No, I haven't gotten it yet. Send it.
They said they're hooking up to the World Wide Web.
A Fred web page?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Solar Wide Web.
Thank you, man.
Sure.
Hooking up to the World Wide Web. You've got your fans out there, Fred.
Love them.
You certainly do. Hey, now. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
I'm no whacker.
All right. We are back, and let me get to everything that we have to get to here. Try and get to some more phone calls, but there's a... Hey, Gary, give this to Kathy, will you? It's the first thing I have to get to. Secondly, I want to get to this phone call because we were in the middle of it, and then David Brenner walked in with that hot piece of ass girlfriend of his. So refresh my memory here, Gary. So this guy, Ponce de Leon, called Cato. We played that one already.
Right.
And
what you want to play next is he made a phony phone call a few weeks ago to Kathleen Sullivan.
Okay. Where is that?
I handed it to you.
That doesn't mean I have it. Let's see. All right.
What's that on top of the cart machine on the left?
Cato Show. Where's the new one that the guy made? Where is it?
I know you have everything.
Here
I
it
don't know
is.
what you...
Oh, I got it. All right. So Ponce de Leon used to call Kathleen Sullivan. It went something like this, and she had a little nervous breakdown over it.
We're going to take some calls if we can while we have a chance. Paul, you're on the line from Westwood, California. We don't get many people who call from Westwood.
Hi, Kathleen.
How are you?
Fine.
So you're very close to Brentwood. It's just a 405 away, actually.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. How are you?
Fun, it's great. I have a question. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you shake your ass for Howard Stern?
You know what? I could have bet, guys, I know, and I'll tell you what it is. That's on the 213 line, and I knew that was going to happen because, number one, Westwood, California doesn't take us. And I knew when I put on that call, that's why I wanted to see. And I apologize to all you viewers out there. As an editorial supervisor.
She's so smart. She's showing that she's smarter than all the screeners. The screeners should have picked up that that's a 213 area code, and they're like all supposed to be like Kojak.
And we're not, we don't
get into
appear
there.
in Westwood.
Yeah, she would have known that.
This broadcast, I apologize. I know better whether to put that call on the air or not. And I apologize for every one of you who have to go through this diatribe that continues.
It's Sherlock Sullivan.
If I see a 213 area code, I know immediately to be suspicious. Dickless Tracy, Kathleen Sullivan. Yeah.
So then some guy who's got
She, by the way, originally tried to sort of laugh those off, but this guy finally got to her.
Getting under her skin.
So Ponce de la Phone.
There's a guy that has a cable show, and I guess the guy that had this cable show was screaming about how somebody called Kathleen Sullivan and insulted her and how wrong it is and what's this world coming to. So Ponce called him to apologize.
Okay.
Ponce de la Phone. Ponce de la Phone this morning had a phony phone call replayed on the Howard Stern broadcast over broadcast radio, in which Ponce de la Phone posed the question to Kathleen Sullivan, can you shake your, again, derriere for Howard Stern? It was unbelievable. As far as I'm concerned, this was probably the lowest point in broadcast history I've ever been witness to.
Memory.
We have online Ponce de la Phone. He's issuing an apology for his actions. Hopefully he will never be doing this type of thing again, not only to Kathleen Sullivan, but also to any other broadcaster in the field today. It was an unbelievable thing that happened this morning. I almost drove off of the freeway, and again...
That would have been funny if he drove off the freeway.
And the cause of death was...
Everyone listens to us and almost drives off the freeway. I think these people should have their licenses suspended.
But nobody's actually driven off.
No.
They almost.
Yeah. Everyone almost drives off the freeway.
Although I do know a lot of people who had to pull over to the side of the road.
Right, yeah. That's another one.
That would be the responsible thing to do.
Yeah. We know lots of people who said, hey, Howard, I had to pull over to the side of the road.
I believe, although we have a different opinion from Roger of Fairfax, Virginia, but I believe not only does Howard Stern approve, not only does he condone this,
I
believe he is actually secretly sending out hidden messages.
I think so too, Paul. I really, I'm going to stop listening to this show. I'm really embarrassed of what I did. It's not right what I did to Kathleen. She's been in the business for, 20 years? It's not right. And I just want to apologize to her, E, and anybody who happened to listen to that. I'm just sick of the whole thing at this point. It's like it's almost getting to the point of where I'm turning into some evil character, and I don't like it.
Ponce, one thing I'm sure you must admire Kathleen Sullivan for. She took immediate responsibility. She offered an apology as editorial supervisor of the program, the O.J. trial coverage on Entertainment Television. She said she would not have put the call on the air if she had screened that call herself. I think it was a very, very big of her to, again, admit that fact and, again, take control of the situation.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to offer my services to anybody, any show that wants me to help screen their phone calls for free, and maybe teaching the secrets of the Howard Stern callers to try to, get them from calling in. I really want to stop doing this. I think it's terrible what I did.
Well, Ponce, hopefully you have changed your ways.
You know what? I'm really planning to seek counseling too. I think it's a sickness. I really do. It's almost like a disease.
Well, Ponce, I've heard about people that have had a problem not only making obscene but harassing phone calls, and it is indeed
for real?
An addiction.
You believe me, don't you?
Of course I believe you. I believe exactly what you're telling me. If I had done what you had done, and then garnished the response from a well-known, reputable news anchor like Kathleen Sullivan, I indeed would have felt ashamed, not only ashamed, but embarrassed, not only for myself, but for my family, my friends.
I deserve the tongue lashing that you're giving me. I really do.
Well, Ponce, hopefully you have changed your ways. I believe you have.
And you know what? It really means a lot to me that...
he's working his way up.
Wait.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He's like sucking him in. Do you believe me?
Right.
The whole thing.
Let's do it already.
That you do believe me. And the only thing, the last thing I wanted to say is, can you shake your derriere for Howard Stern?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed a prank phone call by a listener of Howard Stern. A program gives out a telephone number inviting participation from the listening audience.
It's true.
And rather than dealing out a serious question, a concern, even a idea or topic for discussion, this gentleman, Ponce de la Phone, decides to play games.
This guy's funny.
As far as I'm concerned,
I have to hire him for the Howard Stern Network.
A complete waste of our time. Please accept my apology.
He's now apologizing. Everyone is apologizing.
He covered that phone call like the Hindenburg.
Yeah, he covered it like it was like one of the most important events in radio history.
But I have to differ with the guy. He says this is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in broadcast history.
No, there's worse things. Ever hear Imish's show? Try listen to Mancow in Chicago.
Give me a break. That was entertaining.
I'm honest. I'm an honest man. That's why everyone likes me, because I'm honest. Yeah, real honest. Why don't you come clean about where you get your material? It only took Imus 15 years to admit where he gets his.
We're going to take some calls if we can while we have a chance. Paul, you're on the line from Westwood, California. We don't get many people who call from Westwood.
Hi, Kathleen.
How are you?
Fine.
So you're very close to Brentwood. It's just a 405 away, actually.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. How are you?
Fudge is great. I have a question. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you shake your ass for Howard Stern?
You know what? I could have bet, guys, I know, and I'll tell you what it is. That's on the 213 line, and I knew that was going to happen.
Do you think the audience cares that was on the 2138 line? She lost it.
She starts giving erroneous information
I know.
that nobody cares about.
She's talking to the producers. Well, she knows like we do that hardly anyone's watching E, so.
But even the beginning of that phone call, she starts carrying on about, you're just a 405 from, like everybody's in Los Angeles and knows the freeway.
Yeah.
She knows
because,
she's not broadcasting
number one,
to
Westwood,
anybody.
California doesn't take us. And I knew when I put on that call, that's why I wanted to see. And I apologize to all you viewers out there. As an editorial supervisor of this broadcast, I apologize. I know better whether to put that call on the air or not. And I apologize for every one of you who have to go through this diatribe that continues.
Yeah, I asked Fran about that. So what's the story with Kathleen Sullivan being the editorial supervisor?
And she said?
I got a feeling that, I don't want to say what she said, but I got a feeling that they just, Kathleen needed title.
Okay. But I find it interesting that the guy was congratulating her for taking responsibility and apologizing to the editorial supervisor.
Yes, as editorial supervisor.
She apologized.
She's editorial supervisor of the E coverage of the O.J. trial. Gee, what a great thing on your resume.
And the only thing she can supervise is these phone calls.
I'm finally gonna step into my role as editorial supervisor and tell you, I will now be watching for phony phone calls. That's my job. All right, very good. And somebody must have gotten reamed after that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't really taking responsibility. She was just saying, I'm gearing up for the tongue lashing of somebody else.
She didn't take any responsibility.
But that guy was really funny how he was carrying on about, to have someone of Kathleen Sullivan's caliber coming down on you. You must have been embarrassed for your whole family.
Who is it? Who took that phone call? Don't you know 213 area code?
Westwood? We're not carried in Westwood.
Everyone knows that. I'm the editorial supervisor of this program. This stuff goes out.
All right, very good. I got
responsibility to my audience.
I got to take a break. When I come back, I'm going to give you the Mike Tyson tickets. If anybody wants to go to Vegas.
How are we going to give those away?
I'll figure something out. Maybe I could do Guess Who's the Jew or something. Fred, can we do that?
Not today.
Not today? You're busy?
No.
All right.
He was too busy putting his lunch.
You forgot your stuff.
I forgot my stuff.
But you didn't forget everything else.
No, of course not.
One time I called on him, he forgot his stuff. Maybe you could think up something real quick. Yeah. He forgot his stuff. He didn't forget his coffee and his apples.
He got his sandwich here.
There you go.
But he didn't get his material.
It never happens. Never happens.
You forgot your stuff.
Yeah, I forgot my stuff.
I bet you there is no stuff.
I brought other stuff. I have.
What other stuff do you have?
Can you run home and get it?
No, I can't.
Can your girlfriend bring it over?
No, my wife? No.
Yeah. I mean, your wife. All right.
She wouldn't know where to find it.
But what other stuff do you have? You say you brought other stuff.
I got other stuff, Robin.
All right, we'll have a contest.
To find out.
Well, guess how many ounces of coffee are left in Fred's thermos? How's that?
That's a good one.
Would that be a good contest?
3 calls, closest one.
Yeah. Gary, go get a measuring cup. Since Fred doesn't have any materials, we'll use his coffee as a running gag.
There you go.
Good job, Fred.
Thank you.
Very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. All right. You want to do the coffee routine now, measure Fred's thermos, or you want to hear an article entitled "Pataki Should Keep His Distance from Howard Stern"?
That one really interests me.
It does, huh?
I wonder what that's all about.
The thought trust, the brain trust of Jay Gallagher, brings us that article today. In fact, Jay, I see, writes for the Gannett newspapers, and in some of the newspapers he has a big bushy mustache, and in some of them he doesn't. And it's real funny. In the one with the mustache, he has no hair. So I guess he grew facial hair when he lost his hair. And then the one where he doesn't have the mustache, he has full head of hair. It's unbelievable.
Same guy.
Yeah. And it's brilliant logic. You must hear it. There's some really good articles people sent me, so I want to read those to you. But maybe I should do the coffee routine here.
Oh, no. I want to hear about
Pataki?
Being able to be near the governor.
All right. What?
You better do it quick, because I'm going to have another cup soon.
No. Let me give away the tickets, because he will actually drink all the coffee. All right.
He can't play along with us.
All right, Gary. No, he can't save his coffee.
It's my coffee,
Can't break the rules.
I'll do what I want.
Fred, you can't break the rules. Maybe I'll order you a cup of coffee. How's that?
Well, there you go. Now that's different.
Okay.
You're buying.
I'm buying. You're going to get a cup of coffee.
All right.
Terrific. First he doesn't have his Kurt Waldheim material, and then I go to use his coffee. He tells me, hurry up, because I'm going to drink my coffee.
Well, he rations it out to himself in that little cup, but he can't wait.
What an anal retentive.
That's why he's fascinating, because he has a way of doing things exactly the same way all the time.
Right.
How rare.
Are you going to have kids?
I have no idea.
Really? You've got to have a kid.
Today's not the day to.
He's got to be Jr.? Yeah, he's got to be Fred Jr. If he's not Fred, I'll pay to make him Fred Jr.
I would not name a kid that in a million years.
All right. How many ounces is your thermos full?
That I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't even know.
All right. I can just tell you people at home who are playing for the tickets. Give me the plug and stuff, Gary, please. Quickly.
It doesn't say.
Contest is for this Friday.
16.
Yeah, this Friday, August 11th, 1995, we are giving away the following. Round-trip coach air transportation for 2 to Las Vegas. 2 tickets, $200 each, to Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely, whoever that is, at MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Saturday, August 19th. 2 nights, standard hotel accommodations, double occupancy, at the Imperial Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada, Friday, August 18th and Saturday, August 19th. How's that? Good?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Now, the only way to play this is Fred has a little thermos. Let me have your thermos, Fred, please, if you don't mind. I promise to be careful with it.
You can drop it.
I would say it's about 16 ounces.
Looks like about 16 ounces.
They're very deceiving, though.
Nissan stainless steel thermos. We learned today that Fred measures out his little coffee cup in the little tiny plastic cup that comes on top, and he sits there and sips all morning.
See that? There it is right there.
Yeah,
like a
there's the
sake
cup. Let me see the cup. And it's so frigging annoying.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's like a sake cup.
There it is, a sake cup.
That's what I said. It's like drinking out of a thimble.
And he drinks out of that.
There you go.
And also, Fred drinks his yogurt in the morning. He doesn't eat it with a spoon.
That's straight out of the cup, so.
Maybe we should guess how many times Fred has to swallow from the cup.
That's tougher to determine.
All right, here we go. I'm going to pour the contents. Well, maybe we'll do that at the end.
Yeah.
All right. We'll wait. Well, the suspense
You want to get 3 people on the line
Yes.
and have them each
Yes.
guess, like in The Price is Right?
Hi, you're on the air. You win the prize if you can guess the amount of coffee without going over. The one closest will win.
6 ounces.
6 ounces is the first guess.
Okay. All right, he's locked in 6.
All right, you're contestant number 1.
Thank you.
All right, hold on. It really is. Hi, you're contestant number 2.
Hello?
What's stupid? Fred drinking out of that little tiny cup when he could order a fresh cup of coffee every day? Oh, the whole thing. All right.
Okay.
Contestant number 2, what is your guess?
My guess is 7 ounces.
All right, 7 ounces.
7 ounces.
Thank you. Hold on.
Okay.
How many of those little cups would you say you've had this morning?
How many cups have you had?
I'm not going to do that because there's a third person in
All right.
I got a question, Howard.
Fair play is fine.
Is this closest or closest without going over?
Closest without going over, I said, Jackie. Please pay attention. You're on the air.
If you pour out more, you have to disqualify everybody.
Everyone and I'll fly to Vegas with David Brenner's girlfriend.
Perfect.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning. I'm going to guess 16 ounces.
16, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
I got to tell you something. I would have guessed 2 ounces.
I would say 4 to 6 is a good guess.
Yeah.
I'd
You think
say
so?
like maybe 2 ounces.
Did you write down the guesses? What are the guesses, please, Fafa Fui?
First contestant, 6 ounces. Contestant number 2, 7 ounces. And contestant number 3, 16 ounces.
All right, I'm opening the lid on Fred's thermos, which, of course, does not screw all the way off.
It can.
Oh, it can.
That is an option.
Yes, but that's the way Fred uses it, with those little...
I think I just broke it.
Oops.
Impossible.
I don't know how you do it.
I just turn the counter. Do you need a hand?
No, I'll be careful. Don't worry.
No.
It's Martians.
Do you mind opening so I can pour? I'm like afraid.
Carry it in the hole.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Very good.
And Fred pours through those little holes there.
And here we go. I have an official measuring Metrex cup. Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
How many ounces?
Pump a check.
Yeah, not much. Ooh, maybe 3, 4?
I think I would have won, frankly. We have, I was right on the money. We have 2 ounces.
Wow.
2 ounces of coffee.
That would mean...
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Oh, that's right.
Why don't we just
you
take the guy?
can't go over.
Why don't we take the guy who's closest?
That would be contestant number 1.
Might as well give it to him. He went closest.
Well,
Well, what are you going to do?
you're breaking the rules.
Well, we could do the following.
Another Fred contest?
We could let these 3 guys guess how many gulps it'll take Fred to finish a yogurt.
Which I have right here.
All right. Well, then let's begin the contest.
Is that Fred's lemon yogurt?
Freddie, we have Dannon Lemon or Dannon Lemon Chiffon Light.
Let's go with the light.
That's the one he drinks.
That's the one he likes.
That's my brand.
Okay, let's get
All right, let's get the guesses first. Now, as we learned this morning, Fred not only is from Mars, but he has very strange eating habits being from Mars. He sits in a little corner over there, a little cubby, and
there you go.
Scarfs down. Now, no one would know about this, but Robin sits behind him, and he tries to hide it, but she caught him doing it every day.
Well, it was because he had to tip the yogurt up so high to get his dribbles in.
He takes a yogurt, and instead of eating it with a spoon, which most people do, he takes a regular yogurt, like you eat all the time.
Yogurt, and you
and
drink it.
And he drinks, like he...
And it looks like it would be uncomfortable on your
It's
lips with that
viscous
little...
enough.
Yeah, and probably cuts his mouth.
Yeah.
And he
Like this?
pounds
No.
pounds
No.
the bottom of the cup until he gets his yogurt
Well,
out of
actually,
it.
Well, I
he
get
shakes
it.
He shakes it.
Give it a little shake.
All right, well, hold on, Fred. Don't do it yet.
I'm not going to... I'm hanging.
All right, we'll allow you a guess. Contestant number 1. This is the one who comes closest. This is how it's going to be.
Okay.
Go ahead.
2 gulps.
2 gulps. Thank you. Hold on. How many gulps, sir?
No.
You don't want to guess?
Hello?
Yes. How many gulps?
4.
4 gulps. Hold on.
Okay.
And contestant number 3. How many gulps?
Well, let's see. Now, is this the regular Dannon or the small one?
This is
the non-fat yogurt with aspartame sweetener.
No, tell him how many
ounces,
ounces.
isn't it?
It is 8 ounces. Or
He's going to read the ingredients.
227 grams.
8 ounces, sir.
Let's go for 3.
3. Very good. That's what I would have guessed. Hold on. And here we go.
All right.
Time.
All right, Fred, it is time.
What I can
What
do.
would you have said, Howard?
I would have said 3. 3 or 4.
Okay. Let's see what I can do with this.
All right, let me see how you do that. All right, there's his first gulp.
That's 1.
It's almost cool.
Look, can I,
Oh, yeah, he does a
There.
pretty good job with 1.
let me show the camera how much
you
is
go.
left already. Wow. How do you drink yogurt? Look at that.
I'll tell you, that's
1
enough.
gulp already.
I'm telling you, it's like motor oil. You can just...
Half of it is gone.
Half of it.
It might even be gone in 2. This
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Sometimes that last little...
Yeah, it's the drib that's
Yeah.
at the bottom.
I got to watch you do this.
Must really enjoy it.
Let's see. Wow. Look at that. What a mental patient.
Howard, I think you were right on. He looks like he's on target for 3.
That's number 2.
Nope, there's still that last drop.
Yeah, he
Go
still
ahead.
has, now that is where he shakes the cup, Robin.
There you go.
Robin loves this because she's an expert. You have to do the color play-by-play.
Here he goes. He's tipping it all the way. See how his head goes back?
Yeah.
And now,
Oh, no shaking.
shake today.
It's very loose.
3.
How did we not see
3.
Ah.
How do we not see that every
not
morning?
see that?
How do we not see that going on?
That's 3.
How do I miss that every morning?
Because that's what happens every day. The head has to go all the way back
Wow.
in order to get that last drop.
Can't get it.
Well, you're very observant. I've never seen it myself. But then again, I build a barricade so I don't look at Fred the whole show.
And do you see that little thing he just did with the napkin? He does that every day.
What is that?
At the end of the yogurt, he takes a napkin
Let me
and
see.
he
What
wipes.
do you think? I'm a slob?
His mouth.
Let's see, Fred. What did you
Like I do a
do?
little
Right
bit of that.
Yeah, always back and forth. And that's it. And where does the napkin go? Inside the yogurt?
No,
Nope.
I just stick it there until I'm ready to, like,
Dispose
file
of
it
it.
away.
All right, very
little
good.
napkin stays right beside
Right.
his cart.
Because there's other eating to be done today and other wiping.
Boy, you've been watching him real close. There you go. All right. Well, who is the closest?
Our winner is contestant number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3, you'll be going to Las Vegas.
All right.
Isn't that exciting?
Outstanding. First time, long time, Howard.
Hey, double mega dittos.
And mega diddles to you, too.
Thank you. As round-trip coach air transportation for 2 to Las Vegas, and 2 tickets, $200 each to Mike Tyson versus Peter McNally. Should take about 5 minutes, the whole fight, so you'll be back gambling.
That's right.
Plus, we're going to throw in any yogurt? No? Okay. 2 nights, standard hotel accommodations, double occupancy at the Imperial Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. Friday, August 18th and Saturday, August 19th. Have a great time in Vegas. Enjoy the fight.
Thank you. My father is a retired New York City detective. He loves boxing. He's going to love this trip.
Well, good.
I'm going to take him on this.
I take a check, but you do what you want.
All right.
Very good, my friend.
You're the best, Howard.
All right. Thank you. And I am the best. He's right. And we'll be back right after these. Thank you, Fred. Mega dittos. Thank you. Mega do shows.